Greetings to the free world known to men. We're back at you one more again. Wanted to talk to you good folks about good hair versus bad hair, part 2. Now, depending on where you are geographically, this mainly focuses on black women, but again, depending on your zip code, black men are affected too. Now, when we look at little girls, because that's our focus, little baby girls, little baby black girl, wherever you go, it doesn't matter what color a person is, they're going to acknowledge a cute little baby girl who's black. Big brown eyes, big smiles, little bow in her hair, and she's just gorgeous. The most beautiful creature in the world, just how she was put here. But somewhere along the line, the first stage of the psychological abuse begins, and it's with hair. Because see, what we do is, not we, but what we do is we tell this little girl, look, oh wow, your hair's nappy. Oh, it's so tough. You need to get a relaxer or a perm or get the hot comb out. So now this little girl who has been cute and just fortunate enough to be blessed with that, by being put here the way she was put here, is now told there's something wrong with her hair. That's the first phase of the psychological attack. So now she has this complex, and society grooms in that. They're like, oh look, you got to touch up your edges. Oh, you got to. It's really insidious, and it's real subtle because no one really pays attention to it because it's been going on for so long. Now, after that first step of the attack, the second one comes after her hair. The second one is her features. Because see, she's going to get around all these images. And sometimes it happens earlier depending on people's level of consciousness, awareness, or what have you. You're watching these ads on TV. You're looking at magazines. You're looking at this. You're looking at the people in the world around you, and depending again where you live. And these white people, especially if you go to school with little white kids who are very honest and don't know any better. Oh wow, your nose is really big. Your lips are so huge. Blah, blah, blah. Now see, when you say big and huge is automatic. That's something wrong with that. But when you say big, that means it's big by comparison, which means it's different, which is a deviant, which is a variant, which is not the norm. So there's something wrong with you. That's features, stage 2. Then, for the girls, these girls, when they start hitting puberty and their bodies start filling out, they start getting curves on them. Now she's fat. Oh my God. Because she has around her hips that have a bigger girth, the bigger depth on her buttocks. She's fat. This is what society is telling our black girls, that they have to be this big. Now, on a personal note, we used to date this woman who was a sister, about our height. She was like 5'7", 8". No, she was like 5'8", 5'9"-ish, right? But she had us by a good 10, 15 pounds with this little bitty waist, bigger hips, and deeper buttocks. And we called her skinny because when you would look at her, she carried all that weight like she was, skinny. Because we're not all put here to be size zeros. Just like we're not all put here to have straight hair and thin noses and small lips. But, see, it's so insidious that we do it because it was done to us and it was done to them, and society drives it. Now, if you haven't read the Willie Lynch little agenda, you shouldn't even have an opinion on this, especially one in opposition. But if you're catching on to what's going on, cool, shoot us the email. Anywho, now with that Willie Lynch project going on, doing what it did, it wasn't just programming our people, it was from programming white people. Because see, their expectation now, because here, wait, let's back up. Look at cinema. The last 30, 40, since integration happened and it changed over. The black male, perfect example, Sidney Poitier. Short haircut, always clean cut, dressed up, but the hair was that shorter cut. You look at entertainers like your James Browns, the Temptation, they had them conks in their hair where it was straight, and it had to be that way so they were presentable when that change happened. Who else? But Lena Horne, and we're probably sure because Lena Horne looked like she was born with good hair, but nonetheless, this is the programming how they expect us to appear. That's how they'll put us on front row, on front stage, on the big screen, is if we look more like them. There's hardly any brothers that are dark skinned that had gotten a shake in Hollywood unless they were a comedian first or they did a whole bunch of gangster movies. Minus Denzel Washington. He's like the only one we can think of. If you come up with someone else, please enlighten us. Now, if you doubt any of this is true, start wearing a natural hairstyle on your job. Start growing out an afro. Lock your stuff up. Sisters, quit putting that stuff in your hair. Get a little afro going and see if wear it. And it might not even happen in your workplace because you've known everyone for so long and it's not a big deal. But walk around in society like that for one solid year with a natural look and see what happens. So, this attack that nobody knows is an attack that's going on, we can break the cycle, but it takes all of our people to stand up together, well, unified. And that's pretty much how it is. Thanks for listening. Check out for the next update. Peace.